Hello everyone, and for the start off of my first movie review for August this month, I'm starting it off with a new area of the film. I put up a poster that you may have never seen. I have another stillboard poster here, and essentially I'm giving you my very first review of August, and it is the current semi-underrated movie called The Gift, and this is the directorial debut of Joel Edgerton, an actor I really do like. He was in episode 2 and 3 of the Star Wars prequels. He was in the movie Warrior, which I reviewed last year. I really loved that movie, and he was also in Zero Dark 30. So for me, he's been in fairly good movies. You know, he's had stinkers, but yeah, let's just focus on the here. And as single-handedly as a directorial debut, this is a damn impressive film to start off August with. I loved this movie. Truly, I loved this movie. I thought it was so clever, so unique, so dark, so twisted of the mind, and so manipulatively creative and out there that I really enjoyed it. First off, of course, of all things, the story is basically about when this married couple, essentially Simon and Robin, played by Jason Bateman and Rebecca Hall, unexpectedly encounter a character named Gordo, played by Joel Edgerton. He's essentially an acquaintance from Jason Bateman's character's past, and he keeps, running into this character Gordo all over town, essentially causes a lot of trouble and a lot of trouble and grief and just a lot of agony and terribleness for this newly couple. And I'll just leave the story of that because this is a movie you want to see in theaters with a packed house. However, I'm not going to say this is not really like a boo type of movie like that. It's not very much like Paranormal Activity where there's a lot of scares. This very much plays I'm not going to say Hitchcockian, but it does play on that very suspicious thriller, a lot of tense note that really keeps you tense and completely guessing all the way through of this movie, where it keeps every single scene guessing, and endlessly guessing. Every single scene in this movie felt like it was just building up to something more and more, and you just felt so choked up, and you felt so freaked out, and you felt so much sympathy and empathy for this couple, and they just want this person to go away. They just want to leave them alone, but he's a character of Jason Bateman's past who's just unrelenting, and he's not letting up on them. And first off, I love that concept. It may not be the most original, but you know what? So was Inside Out. Then again, I think Inside Out is, in my opinion, highly overrated. Whatever. Since I saw this movie today in the theater, this movie was halfway full, and not a single person spoke. Now, I don't know if that's due to security or not, but any film that has any audience quiet the whole way through is doing a good job, because I remember seeing a fair bit of crappy horror movies in theater, and there's a lot of bad occurrences of people just talking, where it shows it has no interest. This film kept everyone's interest in it. It kept it completely suspicious and unrelenting. It was so clever at doing that, and it kept everyone, including me, completely sucked in and completely in their perspective. And the idea and the writing ability of putting ourselves in their shoes is such a strong statement, because this is a directorial debut by Joseph Gordon-Levitt, by Joel Edgerton, and fuck me, man, you can make a damn great film. It's exceptional what he can do in this film. The film is dark, it's psychologically just beating you at times. However, it doesn't get repetitive like Southpaw. Again, I don't hate Southpaw, but it's not the best. But it felt like you really felt like you were in their characters. They were written greatly, and the acting was nothing short of phenomenal. Jason Bateman, I really like Jason Bateman, but it's like he's one of those actors, for me, he's kind of like Leonardo DiCaprio, where I never see him become a character. I always see him in a movie. I never see him really become a character, but in this movie, he really is great. He's very sympathetic and he's very, very emotionally struggling within this role, and you can really see him just put his blood, sweat, and tears in there. And the wife, played by Rebecca Hall, is also just great. She's really, really great in this movie. And but Joel Edgerton, oh my God, he's so mesmerizing. He's so creepy. He's so depraved. It's like he didn't shave. He shaved. He has like a big old goatee like this, and it feels like he didn't become his usual type of like it's true like underdog type of character that he usually plays. He's very much a deprived, psychologically freak type of person. You just want to stay the hell away from him, and that's such a big commitment to the role. And he's so lost in this role, well, not lost, but he's given so much to the role that you felt like if you met the actor in real life, Joel Edgerton, you're just like, I give him a handshake, I give him a handshake and say, stay the hell away from me. You're terrifying in that role. That's such a huge commitment I can say to this movie, because this movie is one of the most, I would say, sincerely say, this is one of the best home movies since VHS 2. I can sincerely say that. It definitely is. Or at least since, probably since 2013, I can say. That's when VHS 2 came out. That to me was the last best horror movie, in my opinion. And this movie is just so psychologically haunting, unrelenting, and it does not relent up until the end, which it builds up to this end, and it's like there's very much emphasis on the gift. It's something you gotta see in theaters. It really is. Don't see it. Don't wait for it to come on DVD or anything like that. See this film in theaters, because the ending will have you speechless, and I'm still freaked out of that ending. It's like the ultimate gift of what he wants to give to him. The thing that he's carried from the past to the present. It just is I can't even say it. It's that damn good, and I really implore you guys to see this movie, because this movie is great. It knows how to set a tone and atmosphere. It feels like a mix of Gone Girl meets Seven, which is kind of ironic because both of those movies are made by David Fincher. But it has a feeling of family resonance and hope that Gone Girl had, but also had that feeling of loss and weight and emotional stability and gratifying weight that Gone Girl had. And it had a mix of Seven for more of the psychological terror, and Sinister for more of the unexpected, horrible nature of what would happen. And I think it's such a great mix, and it seems so seamless, and it seems so well done. At this point, I'm just praising the film. It's one of the best films, I will say, of the year. It's such a great freaking film, and I implore you guys to see it. The Gift is excellent. It's highly excellent. And you may say, of course, like any of my reviews, is there any problems with this film? I will say some moments do seem slow, and some moments I do see as kind of unimportant. Like there's some moments where it would kind of dive down and they'd be like, how's the moments like of character development? And I understand that, but it just didn't seem all that interesting. And I will say, it's not for everyone. Easily, it's not for everyone. If you can handle these type of movies, I understand, but I love them. I'm just saying, is that? But it's not for everyone, and it gets a little, and not really. Like there's some moments where it needs to breathe, but in the end, I thought it was incredible. And I do think it wasn't long, but it felt long. And any movie where it feels longer than it really is, I consider that not a good thing. But then again, I found myself very intrigued and very, very horrified to be in that nature or in that world that they've created within the film. But in the end, That Gift is one of the most surprising and unexpected films of the year. I give this film a 90%. Holy crap. This movie was great. Thank you for watching my review, everyone, as always. And until then, I'll see you in the future for more reviews, as always. Until then, well, actually, my next movie review will be on this weekend, and I will see Fantastic Four. God. Till then, everyone, I'll see you then. Bye.